This is Stirling Talks. Good morning, everyone. We were just talking about this. I am very excited to reveal myself as a bit of a fan of live theater and shows, and not all musicals, but some musicals and all that kind of good stuff. We don't play, we play a little bit of that here on Stirling Community Radio, but not too much. But we may make an exception right now. We, Jimmy, the intern here. We have a very special guest with us this morning. Hello, hi, how are you?
Hello, hi, I'm good. How are you?
You've got family listening, I know, because you're from around here. Who are you?
My name's Ailsa Erskine, and I'm from Dunblane, but born in Stirling.
And you are coming to us this morning because you're in London, because you're quite busy down there, aren't you?
I am quite busy at the moment, yes. So I'm playing Alice in a production of Alice in Wonderland at the moment at the Riverside Studios, and then we're moving to the Soho Theatre in Walthamstow.
Wow. So I've seen a few things online about you here locally here in Stirling, which is quite good. And I know I feel like you've got family around that are listening. So thanks to them for tuning into Stirling Community Radio. We are your local radio source. That's the only plug I'll do for the radio here. That was my big announcer voice, by the way. So
Love
just
it.
to get this going, Dunblane, you get down there. How do you go from the Stirling area to down there starring on the stage in London? How did that happen?
Oh, so I've grown up doing shows my whole life. I started doing like community theatre in Dunblane when I think I was about seven, with Rubber Chicken Theatre, which are a theatre company based in Stirling now, but they originally started in Dunblane. So that kind of ignited my love for theatre. And I then went on to take classes at Stageworks, which is also in Stirling, to kind of hone in my craft. And when I was there, that was kind of how I found out that people could actually have a career from singing, acting, and dancing, which was amazing to me. So since then, I was like set on doing this. I've always known this is what I wanted to do. And I'm so fortunate to have like the most supportive family ever. They're amazing. So at 18, I auditioned for drama schools in London. I was really fortunate to get into Bird College. I started there in 2021, graduated 2024, and yeah, just been auditioning and working since. And this is where it's led me so far. And I'm super grateful and having an amazing time.
I know auditioning is such a big part of what you do.
Hmm.
Do you have like a system? Do you have, or do you have something before an audition that you use to hype you up? Do you have something to kind of get you set? Are you just working on your lines? What is your process like for these auditions?
Sure. So, like, every audition is very different. I would say for like a self-tape audition, so for Alice, because a lot of the team are American, I did some self-tapes for the first round. So I'd say for that, just learning the lines as best you can. A lot of the time you don't have a lot of time to film and send off. Like the deadline's quite hot, quite strict. So just doing as much as you can. I always try and just think about bringing myself to the part rather than being like, oh, I want to be what they want, rather to be like, oh, what can I bring to this? What is the Ailsa Erskine version of this? And that always has kind of seemed to help me and kind of, even if it's not helped with the outcome, it makes the audition more enjoyable if you think, okay, what can I do with this? How can I make this different? And because I think so much of the time, like decisions and outcomes are out of our hands, that you might as well just enjoy it and make it your own. So I'd say that's the main thing. But to prepare, yeah, just steaming my voice. Lots of this. I have this cough syrup thing that really helps me. And just like stretching, making sure my mind's all cleared because half the battle is in my head with the nerves and stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of things I do, but they're all so different. So it's hard to give like a general answer.
If you're just tuning in, we're talking with Ailsa Erskine, local girl made big and probably bigger here. She's just getting started here. So for the audition, I will say this: I've used my voice of my whole adult career here. One thing I found that works really well is if I feel my voice is going, I take zinc. Zinc helps.
I
Um,
think.
zinc is good for the voice. Even if you can find lozenges with zinc, and also this is my secret here. I don't say this a lot, especially here around the radio studio, because I work with a bunch of old people whose voices are starting to go. Fisherman Friends drops. Um,
Yes, yes.
oh, they're great, aren't they?
Yeah, I like Fisherman's. I also like Jakeman's. I'm a bit of a nerd when it comes to like vocal health. I can't lie. Like I have a little pouch. It's over there somewhere in my dressing
Yeah.
room. So yeah, nebulizers, Jakeman's. I'm gonna pronounce this wrong, but the cough syrup I use is called Ninja Pea Cacao, and it's like stunning. It's so good. All of my
Is that
friends are in
is that
musical.
legal in the United Kingdom? Do they get
I
that shipped?
promise you it is, yes. You can buy it from Oseo, which is like a Japanese store, and I don't know what it is. Like, it's famous with musical theatre performers and actors for just like giving a nice coat and making your throat feel so open. So,
Yeah.
any voice users listening, I recommend that.
Well, there you go. We gave him a free plug right there. So you mentioned in this
Absolutely.
show, we've talked on the show here before. You all know, you listeners. I sound American, but I'm not. So I've spent a lot of time in America. For you, what's it like working? And feel free to say, because I'm not I left America for a reason. For you working with Americans, what is that like?
Sure. So Nate, who is the producer, co-director, inventor-ish, like he did the set, he's the vision behind the production. He was the main one in the creative team that ran my auditions. However, he is the busiest man ever. So he's only been in one day of the rehearsals and it was a lunch break just to say hello. So to be honest, the team that I've been working with and rehearsing with have all been, I'm just checking in my head that I'm getting this right, have all been British? Yes. Yeah. So we've had Eva, who's the co-director. She's been taking Nate's place and making sure the show is up to scratch because this is not the first time they've put on Alice in Wonderland. They put on this production last summer and at Easter. However, there was another actor playing Alice, so I've come in and replaced. So I've kind of been thrown into this show that has already been made, and I've had to kind of learn the pieces and that kind of thing, as well as making it my own and trying to keep it fresh. So that's been challenging, but also so fun and just a completely different skill in its own. So it's not quite the answer of working with Americans, but the work process has been a bit different to anything I've done before.
So I haven't seen this in reading up on you. But you're in quite an interesting spot there because it sounds
Yeah.
like you've come in and kind of saved the day a little bit because they had this show and this other thing and this other person, whatever happened there, and you've kind of been plopped into the middle of this thing, which is tough because you've got to make it work with so many different parts that have kind of already been set. Um,
Mm.
that's that's a challenge, but it also really speaks to you being able to come in and say, "Yep, we're going to make this work."
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I remember on the first day, I hadn't quite realized that there was only two of us that were joining the cast. And usually on the first day of rehearsals, you have meet and greet, a read through, it's quite chill. Not for this. We were like, shall we just do it? And then Eva was talking me through the movement, and the opening sequence is quite intricate. And there's a lot of puppets in this show as well. And Wonderland is bonkers. Like, there's so much that happens in the story. You've got the bit with the caterpillar, Cheshire Cat, the Queen of Hearts, the trial, croquet match, Tweedledum Tweedledee. Like, there's so much that happens, and we follow Alice through it. So it's been a lot, but honestly, I don't think I would ask to do it any differently. I think because it has been so full on and I was thrown kind of straight in, I really found Alice and the physicality quite quickly and I kind of got what it was. Um, and I've not had any time to think about anything else. It's been a lot, but I've loved it and the team are so supportive. Like I'm truly so lucky to be around such talented and kind people. So yeah, no, it's going well and it was difficult, but I kind of knew from when the audition came in because it came in May to start in July. That's usually a little bit not last minute, but it's quite fine for time, I suppose. So I kind of knew that maybe something had happened, an actor change, a show
Yeah.
swap, like something like that. But yeah, it's been a lot, but it's been an honor, honestly. I'm so glad they had me.
You may not know this because you've been down there, but we've got a new direct down there to London from Stirling on the Lumo
I
train.
do. I do. I've been on that direct limo train twice now. Um, because before I was started rehearsals, I came up for a week to Dunblane to spend with my family just before the craziness started. So my mum and dad were helping me learn my lines and everything. So yeah, I'm a fan of the limo train from
So if
Stirling.
anyone, any of you young theater goers or your mums and dads or grandmas and grandpa, whatever, you listen to this and you've got a young person that might be inspired by this young person we're speaking with, go down there and see the show because I know it's going on now, and then you've got another spot too, right?
Yes, so we're in the Riverside Studios until the 2nd of August, so not long now actually. And then we move to the Soho Theatre in Walthamstow for the 5th to the 16th of August. And that theatre looks stunning. I haven't been, but the pictures of it look stunning. I think it's like an 1,000 seater and they've renovated it recently, so I'm really excited to see what it's like in person.
I know that you mentioned family being very important to you, and I don't want to dwell on this too much, but I did see an Instagram post where recently an inspiration for you has passed on, and I know on stage because I've been on stage from time to time, you feel people there watching you,
Oh,
and
yeah.
and yeah, and I know your granny recently and all that. You've got to feel quite inspired though, because you've had all the support from your family, all the support from people, in around Dunblane and Stirling. You've got to feel pretty good about that because you've got a lot of people rooting for you, don't you?
Oh, when you put it like that, that's lovely. I mean, yeah, my gran was like my bestest friend. I miss her so much, but I think, especially with a role like this, I know that she absolutely would have loved it. And I know that she does love it because, she can watch it every day now, every show. Um, so I truly believe, like, somehow my gran helped me get this part. I remember we would always watch, like, the old Disney films, old movies at her house and with her. Just have really strong memories of as well her telling stories, and it just feels very connected with what she would have shown me slash read to me as a kid. So yes, I think she's watching it, and every time I do the show, I do my pre-show ritual backstage when the announcement goes off to tell you to stop going on your phones and switch them off. I shake my hands, shake my legs, give my shoulders a little roll, and then I speak to my gran, and then I do it, and the show is an hour straight through, no interval. I leave the stage maybe 5 times, 6 times, and they're not very long gaps. They're maybe like 30 seconds. So when that happens, like I'm just on it. I'm Alice from start to finish. I don't switch off. So yeah, she's with me the whole time, and yeah, I miss her dearly, but there's something that's kind of beautiful at the fact that she would have loved this so much, and yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely watching and anyway, I think that's good. On the other end of this though, maybe not quite so inspiring. I did read somewhere that, and maybe this is more fake news because there have been a few things out there about you that aren't true. That on stage you were once summoned by a Greg's sausage roll. Is that true?
That is true. Yeah, absolutely. My last show I was in Aladdin at the Adam Smith Theatre, and I was cast as the spirit, which was not in the Disney film. It's like the fairy who works with the baddie originally, but then gets banished by the baddie, and then gets summoned by this sausage roll by Aladdin in the cave, and the spirit helps Aladdin get the genie and blah blah blah. So yeah, so when I first read the script for Aladdin, I got it through. I was really excited, and then my first line was, "I am the spirit of the sausage," and I was like, "Huh? What is this about?" Um, and I remember feeling a bit anxious about it because I was like, "Oh, like, this isn't me." Like, oh, whatever. But we got into rehearsals and I spoke to the director about it, and we just would laugh about it. Like it just became so silly, and Panto is really silly and funny. So yeah, I can confidently say that I have been summoned by a Greg sausage roll on stage for about however many 40 shows or something. And yeah, it was just so funny because my costume was this beautiful silver jumpsuit and I had this gorgeous like headdress on as well. Like it didn't link with the character much at all, but I think what we tried to like make it was that she was always trying to like trick them and make them look stupid. So by the end of the show, actually, yeah, she says, no, like, I'm not the spirit of the sausage. I was just saying that to like have a laugh. Like, that would be so silly. Like, so yeah, it's kind of silly. She was just a cheeky little fairy that thought that was funny, basically. Yeah.
I mean, going from being summoned by a sausage roll to what you're doing now to who knows.
Wonderland, yeah.
Right, so who knows where this might take you here. Well, listen, this has been so wonderful to chat with you here, and
Oh, thank you. You too.
please keep in touch here because we are Stirling's community radio station, and you've got so many people here in the community to support you, but also, very inspiring. And I know, and you're young, you're so young, you're just getting going here, but I know we've got young people that listen, that might want to follow in your footsteps here. So, any advice before we go for young people that might be listening to this that want to do what you're doing?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think the first thing is to be brave enough to do it. I think if you know it's what you want to do and you love it and you're scared of maybe, oh, what will people think of me? Oh, like it's a big city, it's so competitive, I'm scared of the rejection. Like, who, like, obviously it's tough and these things are gonna get in your way, but it's all part of it, so you might as well just give it your best go. And, I always say, like, there's no other version of yourself but you. You are the best version of yourself. So know that when you go into these audition rooms and you feel like you're one of a thousand, there's actually no one that can do you better than you. So just be brave, go for it, and you never know. It could always work out. I'm still figuring it out and pinching myself whenever we do the bows every day. I'm like, what is going on? Like it's mental how it can all change, and you never know what's going to come into your inbox tomorrow, the next day, the day after. Like you just never know. So yeah, be brave, be open, and know that no one else can do you like you can.
Yeah, no, that's very, very, very nice words right there. Very nice words. Well, listen,
Good.
please, I do mean it. Please keep in touch. We'd love to, keep up to date with you here from your home base, your home area here. Anybody you want to say hello to before we let you go?
Yeah, okay. So my mom and dad will probably be listening, or my dad will for sure. And say hi to my dad and our dog Connie and my mom as well. Hi everyone.
There you go. Listen, we're gonna have all the show details linked up for you on our social media. Again, it's Stirling Talks on the social media on Instagram and Facebook. Please follow us there. Thank you so much, and break a leg.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
This is Stirling Talks.